Hello?
Hey girl.
You guys will not believe this.
No, I don't want to touch on.
I told you guys I fall in love fast.
The look on your face, you're like, ooh.
Very healthy to have female friendships.
And completely
yeah, I do want to get married
ghost
again.
me
And I
on
love
this
that.
effing
So finding that
island.
balance
Still
of,
desire
I
to
think have
get
this
married.
sandwich
Super
where
like
you're
get rid of
having
toxic
Wasn't
people
ever
in
really in
dating.
pain and part of it.
Welcome back.
It's a three-way call.
With Britt Fallon Star. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we
Hi.
doing?
We're doing well. We're doing good. We're lively on this fine evening.
Pretty
Awesome.
good. Pretty good.
I love your son's sweatshirt, Star. It's super cute.
Thanks, Boo. I was freezing at the arena last night, so I had to fork over an arm and a leg for this damn
Oh, you went to the
sweatshirt.
game?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Paul's work took us and a couple of their clients, and so pretty good seats. I mean, I was expecting floor and we got row 17, but I was happy with it.
Oh, so they weren't like the club seats or any of that? Did you get any of those like?
Not this time around.
Okay,
But we were really close. We were only we were like right there, center. I felt like I could touch the players. It was nice.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, Paul's company is bougie, I feel like. They're always like doing the most with events.
I'm telling
You gotta get
you.
Fallon her husband. You didn't.
I know. I'm like,
Hey.
I
yeah.
was looking. I was like, Devin Booker, how do I
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Yes.
capture his attention? But now that the season's over, we just have to find out, maybe stalk them on Instagram and find out where they're hanging out. Or
Mhm.
girl, just slide into their DMs.
Oh,
Come
God.
on now. I bet
Sure
you.
there's thousands of girls in these men's DMs. Like,
You
None
stick
like
out,
you.
honey.
Thanks, girl, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I get that desperate. I don't think I'm there yet, but
You just copy and paste to like the whole team.
yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. The same message to all of them. Anyone, someone respond to me? No. But that's so funny you brought that up because speaking of DMs, I remember a while ago, Britt was like, "Oh, we should talk about like what's going on in our DMs." And I was like, "My DMs are so dry." Like, and I remember her being like, "There's not anyone in your I'm like, "No, like there's literally nobody in my DMs." Or like there'll be guys that'll try to talk to me and I will either just like be nice and hey, how are you? And then just cut the conversation after that, or I just won't respond. Like I don't know. I don't really like feed into any of that if I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, so last night, I noticed this random guy was starting to follow me, and only because he was like commenting on my stuff. I'm like, okay. And then he was sending me some DMs last night, and so I was talking to him, and I was like, how did you even find me? Because I saw that he's also in Arizona. And he was like Facebook dating. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I made a Facebook dating profile like probably shortly after my birthday last year, but I'm never on
Oh.
it. So I have a Bumble profile, but I haven't been on that since I think last August either. So I know dating apps like aren't for me. I really don't think I'm gonna find my person that way. So I'm not on them. So I forget that I still have a profile out there on those. So he's like,
Yeah.
saw you on Facebook dating, and then of course I have my IG on there. So he's like, I just thought I would DM you. I was like, okay. And he seemed nice enough, whatever. And then I'm at work today and my phone's like blowing up and I'm like seeing all these like messages on IG, like in my DMs from the same person. I go, what the hell's going on here? So I open it and he's like, is what are you doing? What are you doing? And then sent me some meme. I forget what it said. It said something like, um, your girl's phone is, or your dick is too big to show on your girl's phone, or like your girl's phone's not big enough to show your dick, like your whole dick.
What the
He goes,
hell?
that's me for real. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden he like sees me, I think, active on there and reading them. And then I get a video. So I play this video. It's like one of those videos where you can only watch like one time. And
Ugh.
literally his long ass dick swinging around. It's literally just from him here down, and it's just his long dick, and he's just like swinging it around in the air.
What? The actual guy?
Yeah.
That is disturbed. What
Yeah.
in the fuck?
And I was like, ew. So I literally messaged back and I was like, thank you, but I just don't think we're aligned. He's like, and he's like, aligned? Like, what do you mean aligned? And then he's like, I'll Apple Pay you. And then so I block him and I'm like, Apple Pay me? I'm like, for what? To like take me on a date or because you just fucking traumatized me? Like, which one are you Apple
Right?
paying me for? And then so I was telling April and she was like, you should have waited to see if he would Apple Pay you and then block him. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I probably should have, but I'm like, no, I just don't even want to deal with that. Like,
My brain goes
like, yeah, I'd
first
be like, you need
to,
to pay me.
I think scam. Somehow you Apple Pay me, you get access to my accounts, my phone. I don't know. Scam. What the hell is going on?
Really? See, I didn't think scam at all. I just thought like one, like I didn't think that he was gonna Apple Pay me. And if he did, it would probably be like $5 or something. And that'd be for him to like date me or like wanna F or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of offended because I'm like, if you see my Instagram, do you think that I'm the type of girl that you just send a video of you whipping your dick around in the air and me be like, ooh, yeah. Like,
Send
no,
me
it's not
more.
even attractive.
Yeah, you're
What?
like, what part of my profile screamed, please
That's what
send
I'm
me this video?
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I would never look at my profile and be like, you know what? Yeah, this is the
Not
Oh,
just the
girl that
profile, but also like what part of this conversation did you get the vibe I wanted that?
yeah. So there's
exactly.
that.
What a loser. And then
Yeah,
he probably has sent that video to so many people. I hope you go
probably.
on Facebook dating, find him and
Yeah.
report that man. That's me though.
Well, when I blocked him, it did say block and report. I was like, no, whatever. I was like, I'll just whatever,
Get
goodbye. Good
out of
riddance.
here.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So,
Speaking
any
of,
that in your guys' DMs?
hell no.
No.
Thankfully. What? That's
And
so
if I
bold.
got like an unsolicited video or like if it was like you one that you have to click on that's like view photo or view video, I probably wouldn't open it. If it was
See,
someone
I
I didn't know,
I didn't get that alert. Mm-mm.
oh, it just was a video. Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
hell no.
But no, because sometimes I will get like spam messages where it's like, don't like if it has the eye with the cross or whatever, and it's like, yeah, what does it say, Britt? Whatever you just said. And I don't sensitive content or whatever, or it'll be like, oh, something, but it blurs it out. So I never
Mm,
open that stuff.
I know what you're talking about, but I just mean like when you like if I were to just send you a video
Hmm.
um with the camera thing, it will show up on my end. Well, I don't know if it's everybody's the same, but it will just say view photo. Then you click on it, it will show the photo and then it'll go away.
it's like a
Or
gray
Mm.
yeah,
block.
just a little box of view video. Click that, it'll play. And then you have the setting, the person has the setting. Do you want it to play once or indefinitely or replays or whatever?
Mm.
So if you want it to only send once, they can't replay it.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I didn't know there were settings. Yeah, because that was just a one time. Here,
yeah,
then bye.
Boy,
yeah.
bye. Get
Bye bye.
Ooh. You know,
gross.
that reminds me that there was this girl once, not a man, but I don't know what the heck was going on. It could have been a man, like posing as a woman. I don't know. I don't remember how she came into following me on Instagram, but she did, and she was very sweet. Like and I work with women, so I'm talking to her like, okay, this potential lead, whatever, I'm just having conversation, it's whatever. And then she would just randomly send me photos of herself in lingerie.
Oh.
And I was just like, and then at one point I was like, what? I was like, before I open this, what is it? Because I don't want to keep opening these photos. Like they're getting progressively more naked, and I'm not talking to you in that way. Like what?
People on the internet are wild.
Mm.
That is
Oh, I was just like,
Were you
unbelievable.
supposed to help her with her physique or was it more internal?
what's happening? She just was always like, I don't even know what she was expecting back, but
What?
I don't know, she disappeared. Um, but yeah, I was always weirded out by that. I was like, what do you want? Why are you, and I was like, that's so sweet. You look so great. I'm so glad you feel comfortable sending that to me, but like, I don't really partake in like receiving this kind of stuff on the internet. Like I tried to say it in the nicest way, but I was like, and I was just like, I'm not opening any more of your photos because I don't know
You're
what's gonna happen. Because at
no.
first it was like they started, it was just increasingly less. Like it was normal, maybe like kind of sexy, but I thought maybe, oh, she's just, I honestly was just like, I don't know really what's going on. And then it was just like lingerie. And
What's
then
going
I
on?
think there was, they were getting more like a booty shot, but like, I'm like, I was like, I can't open your photos, dude. Like, I don't know if you're going to be naked in the next one. I don't know if your leg's going to be open. Like, what is happening? Please
No
stop.
more. I'm not opening any more of these messages.
And I was
That's
also like, I'm not a lesbian. And
Mm.
like, I don't know if you got that vibe from me, but I'm just a nice lady. But I'm
That's
not
really good.
interested in you in that way. It's
oh
fine.
my God. No, I think I haven't gotten any photos, thank God. But I think the last weird DM I got, because I remember looking when Britt brought it up, and I was like, I don't get too many, but I'll screenshot them when I do. And it was this girl who's been following me for a while, and she was like, hey, you've just been killing it. Love your photos, da, da, da. And I just was wondering, like, would you be open to a threesome? My husband and I are looking for someone to connect with, and blah, blah, blah. And I just left her on red. I was like, I don't even know what to say to this. Because before that, we had normal conversations. So I was like, did your account get hacked? Again, scam. I think everyone's always trying to scam everyone. So I'm like, this cannot be real.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh. Wow.
Super bizarre. Next time when we have the full DM past history, I'll have to find that because it was bizarre.
Yeah, I can't think like I mean, I don't really get a lot of DMs from men that I don't know. That one that I think I sent you guys screenshots of it. That was like 3 screenshots long of like, and I didn't know that that was a man.
Oh yeah, like
Because
the
they had like the
messages.
picture was like a drawing of like a girl, and then it said
Oh.
the name sounded like a girl name. It was like Sarah something or something like that. Um, and their profile didn't have any photos. It was like art and things like that, so you don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't check my, not all my DMs go to my folder. There's also I have requests and like hidden requests. And so I didn't even realize I had like these like just paragraphs of like, and I was like, this is alarming. I don't
It's
like this.
wild out here, y'all. What the
Yeah.
hell?
It is wild out in the DMs. But yeah, I've never gotten a picture or video or anything like that before today. So,
Unbelievable. Just happened today.
a
Just
couple hours
bringing
ago.
his dick. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're nicer than me. I would have been like, report. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. If this man just wants to swing his dick around, then he can't be doing it with me. That's all.
Right.
No, sir. No, sir. But yeah, so that's not even what I wanted to talk about. That was just something that, yeah, that happened. I thought something else came up today and I was like, "Oh, this would be perfect." I thought we could talk about body count.
Oh,
And if you
spicy.
guys have like been in relationships where your partner like has asked you your body count, or have you asked your partner your body count? Like, do you even care about anyone's body count? What do you guys feel?
For me, I'm not gonna ask. I don't
Okay.
want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any reason to feel some type of way. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? What you did in the past, you did in the past. And I think that's just like me maturing. I think years ago, like t young 20s, Britt would have probably asked or been asked.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now, like, I'm not gonna ask you, and if you ask me, it's none of your business.
And is that what you would tell them if they ask you?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. What about if it's someone that you're like in a getting into a serious relationship with and they like really want to know? You
no,
won't tell them?
no. Don't ask me questions you don't want to know the answer to. Don't ask me questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
So, no.
I do like this topic because I've heard about who was talking about that race, or maybe it was just one of my podcasts I listened to. She was at Dumois saying the same thing, like relationship people shouldn't talk about it. Like you don't need to
Mhm.
know, you don't need to know.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I guess I never really asked anyone. I will say I married someone. I won't be putting my husband's information out on blast. But I mean, he was married for 22 years, so it's significantly less,
Right.
according to that math, than mine.
Right.
And but I think he takes it pretty well. Like, and I'm very honest about it. Like, oh, I dated this guy, hooked up with that guy. I don't think I've ever given him a definitive number, maybe like a range. And but he always
Okay.
laughs because I will forget. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just be randomly talking. I forgot I used to hook up with that guy, or I used to go out the date. And he's like, this list just keeps getting longer. I'm like, uh, so he takes it well. But for us, I feel like it doesn't really matter as long as we're very much now like in the moment of like we choose each other every day. And so we just gotta, work to keep that bond going. But it's such a interesting topic.
It is. And I asked because you're similar to my girlfriend who brought it up because she's in a similar situation where, the person that she's in a relationship with was married for X amount of years and so has an extremely low body count and she
Yes.
does not. So, and they were having that conversation, and she did not give a number. She gave a range. She's like,
Mm.
"I will not give you a number. I will give you a range." And yeah, it's just she's like still kind of, how do I want to say this? Like paying for that
Oh
in the
no.
range. Yeah, it's still kind of being brought up, and you could tell that there's some insecurities that are lying around there. And so for me, I don't want to know either because
Yeah.
I will admit that I will be insecure. I will be, if it's
Yeah.
like some high crazy number, I'll be like, oh my gosh, like you're just out here fucking all these girls. Like you don't, you know what I mean? Like I just would get in my head and I just don't even want to open that door. So we won't talk about it. And but if,
Yeah.
and for me, I feel like I've been asked and I give an exact number. So if they want to know my number, I feel like whatever, I'll tell them. I don't have an issue with that. But for me, I know I don't want to know because I probably won't be able to handle it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to, I would be thinking about it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So it's like, and then
If
for
it,
the
on the chance
ranging,
that it is some crazy high number, like if it's like
yeah.
something around mine or like whatever, then no. But if it's like something, who knows? You
I
know,
feel like a lot of people that ask that are looking for a reason to be upset. So I don't think it really matters what I say either way. I could be like zero, and then they could be like, oh, great, like not, doesn't have enough experience, like it could go that side, or it could be like super high, which it's not, but then they could be like, oh my God, I'm gonna, like huffing and puffing about it. I feel like the people that ask
Mm-hmm.
are looking for a reason to be upset,
and I
and they're
Mm-hmm.
feel
going to
like,
be upset no matter what you say.
do you feel like people that ask potentially have like lower numbers? Like, do you feel like someone
No,
who has slept with a lot of people would ask? You know what I mean? Or
no.
do you feel like that comes from people that have like lower
I think
that
it's
ask?
coming from people who have a higher number.
Oh, you do? Wow.
Because they probably are like, well, I have a high one. Does she?
Interesting.
And oh, there's this lady. I don't know what her name is. I'm gonna have to find her for you guys, but I see her snips on Instagram sometimes. She does facts debates. She is sassy. Like, oh my God. So she lets people come on live and are you here for a facts over fiction, facts over feelings debate? And one of her debates was body count. Does it matter? And her stance is it does not, because
Mhm.
are they this, 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 and this? Um, or whatever. So that's her. She has facts, right? Does it change how their loyalty? If you've slept with one person, are you still a cheater? All these things, right? So someone's like,
Mhm.
well, but it matters because I feel like feelings out, you're done. She won't even like this is facts. Bring the facts or
Mhm.
get out of the debate. And
Hmm.
I love it because I'm like, literally, it is that. Um, it doesn't matter how many people you've slept with. What matters is, are you loyal? Are you honest? Do you love this person? Blah, 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 blah. Because someone who slept with one person could still be a cheater. Someone who slept with 10 people could still be a cheater.
100%.
So why does it
Yeah.
matter? So
And
like,
that's no, go ahead, baby.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's a really good point that you bring up and this gal too, because I really don't think it. Because I was trying to picture like what if I was in a different position? Because maybe like I'm just more comfortable with it because I know like my husband's count is lower than mine.
Mhm.
But then I was like, well,
Roles
let's
were
say,
reversed.
huh?
What if the roles were reversed?
Yeah, if the roles were reversed, then how would I feel? But I remember, so in my 20s, I dated this guy for a long time and his count was really high. And I mean, at that time, it still didn't bother me. I was just kind of like, oh, it is what it is because he's a good looking man. But so I'm like, yeah, as long as like you're a good guy, okay, you're not doing anything nefarious with me.
Yeah.
So I like that.
I think I've only been, um, I think for the most part, even now, like being in my 30s, I will probably date m more men who have a much higher count than me. Like it, because I mean, I just don't. And so, but I have only been in one situation where I knew that I had a higher count than someone else. And I didn't need to ask because he was married for however many years since he was a teenager, 20 something. And he's only been out of that marriage for a few years.
Hmm.
Um, so, and
Well, he
I,
flew out the gates just banging anyone in
yeah,
between.
he could have been, but like over the conversations we've had, I'm like, you've had some great experiences, but we've never discussed numbers, but I just still just know that like, yeah, mine's a little bit higher than his. So I was the only person that I think, but every other man I think I've been with, and I don't want to know the number.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
What would you guys say to someone like, say in a relate, because obviously we're not in this position, but say there were two people in a relationship, and then they said that what their body count was, and then obviously one is more substantial than the other, and say the one that was lower, like they would kind of bring it up here and there or kind of like make you feel bad that your number is like so much more than yours. Like what would you say to that person? Like how would you even handle that situation? Like if you're in a serious relationship with someone and then you discover body count and then they want to like make you feel bad for it.
I would just be
Um,
like, I mean, I personally wouldn't be able to live with someone judging me like all the time. So I would say, like, that you've got to figure out a way to settle and understand that this is who I am. Or if we're just dating, and even though things are serious, if it's really something you can't get over, like, is this gonna work?
Yeah.
yeah. I think if that's the case, if they're doing that, there has to have been other signs that they have some sort of insecurity and that because that's not a healthy thing to do.
No.
So they have been showing signs of being unhealthy in other ways. And if that kept up and they didn't want to just be mature about it, then we're not aligned.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm not walking around like trying to make you feel better about something I did before I met you, before I
Yeah.
even knew you
And
existed. No,
especially
not
if it's like if you're the one that asked me and then I tell you and then now
And I'm honest
like
about
you
it.
said, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, even though you're telling me that it won't bother you and then I tell you and then it clearly bothers you.
Yep.
That's a
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great example of that very fun incident I told you guys about. I'll share it with the listeners here that had dated this guy a few times, and on one of our conversations we were having, he decided to ask me if all of the men at the gym tried to talk to me, and I said no. And he started listing people that go to the gym by name.
Mhm.
And now you're asking me if I know certain people, I'm going to answer your question. And then flipped out because I had dated one of these men before I even knew this man existed. I said, "Why are you asking me questions you didn't want to know the answer to?"
Right.
Hmm.
That makes no
What
sense.
what was his response?
Oh, he ran away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like quite literally, physically ran away. So I was like, okay. All the signs are there for the immaturity before that day happened, but that was a physical display of it. So I don't think I've ever been asked by a mature person that question.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
again, like I feel like other than that, like just and that wasn't even about body count. That was just if I had gone on a date with someone
Hmm.
and they flipped out, right? But when I was in my 20s, we were all immature. So of course I was asked then, but and then I was married for 8 years, so no questions about it for a while. No questions. I've not been asked in the last 10, 11 years. So other than that one about the dating.
Hmm.
Don't ask me because I don't, now I'm not playing that game.
Yeah, same. Well, good to know, ladies. Thank
Mhm.
you. I just thought that would be a fun little topic that came up today to go over.
Yeah, I agree. Keep it fair for all parties. Let's just not talk about it because some people I think are going to handle it really well. Like I guess I just got really lucky with
Yeah.
Hez, but it sounds like the majority of people are judgy or
Hmm.
take it
And I think you know
personally.
too. Yeah, I think you know too with the type of person that's asking you, like whether you're dating or not, you can kind of gauge like, is this person going to be upset about this or not?
Yeah.
Just based on like how did they ask you, in what setting did they ask you, how early on in dating was it, that kind of thing. Like, and if it's later on and how insecure they shown to be in other areas. So I think if there was like a sense where I was like, oh, like we could talk about whatever whenever I'm not going to ever feel attacked by this, of course. Yeah,
Hmm.
let's share this. Well, no, don't share with me still, but sure, I'll share whatever with you, because actually I'm pretty open. I will share stuff, but no, not specifics. But if it was in a scenario where I was like, we are this close, we're BFF soulmates, like you're not ever gonna do anything, sure. But that's never happened, so
But you still wouldn't want to know theirs.
right, yeah.
Right? Correct. I'm the same here. Like I will
I
tell you that,
wonder.
but I still won't want to know.
Yeah, I wonder, like, so seeing as how someone has asked you and you've told them, but you still won't ask them, did it then make you curious once they asked you and you told them? Like, then you're kind of like, well, shoot, do I want to know now? Because you know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you how it went down. So it was
Okay.
actually with my ex, my last ex, and we were talking, it was very early on, we were talking about it. And so I told him my number, and then we started talking about, well, no. I don't think I told him my number first. I think we were talking about threesomes and asking like if either one of us had ever been in a threesome. And he was like, "Well, yeah, I've been in threesomes." And I was like, "Oh." A lot. Like you say that like, yeah, like it's
Casually.
another thing, you know? And so I'm like, "Oh, well, how many threesomes have you had?" And he was like, "I don't know, like three or four." And I was like, "Oh, like three." I was like, "That's not bad." And he goes, "Well, actually like eight." And I was like, "Okay, eight threesomes." And I was like,
Double?
"Okay." Yeah, I was like, "Eight, okay." And I was like, with the same, like, was it the same people, like, repetitive times, or was it with different people? He's like, "Oh, it's with different people." So I was like, "Oh." So I was like, "Let me just tell you." I was like, the amount of people that you've had at the time, the amount, well, yeah, at the amount of people that he's had threesomes with, I was like, that's how many people I've slept with my whole life. So I was like, I'm not even going to ask you how many people you've been with because if we've been with the same amount of people, but yours is just in threesomes, I'm good on knowing the total. So that's how that happened. Yeah.
OMG, that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
wild.
But honestly, like eight threesomes for an older guy, like honestly, is not that many. And I'm not, I mean, I don't know about your guys' case, but I'm just saying in general, it's really not that many. Like if you
Really?
around, yeah. I mean, to only have, if to be a man and to only have eight threesomes in your whole life, I feel like is not a lot.
Here's my thing, because I remember
I didn't know that.
saying this to Paul years ago. Hey, if you ever want a threesome, we can try it, sure. But then you've got to let me have it the other way around too. It's got to be fair, buddy.
Oh God, that is
And
so
he
funny.
didn't, he's
And
like,
what? He
never
was
mind,
like,
I don't want
"Hell,"
that.
he was like,
It's like
hell
hard
no.
pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is crazy, Fal.
That is funny. Yeah, I feel like if you ask any guy who's like been around the block a few times, they're bound to have done more than eight
I've
threesomes.
been around the block.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just numb to it now, but I feel like it's not.
I'm gonna start asking because now I'm very curious.
Yeah, start
I
start
won't
asking.
ask that either.
Oh, really? I feel like guys will be like, more like bragging about it, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. Let me know, Star. Let me know.
Yeah,
It's
I
fair
the last guy, well, not the last guy. I'll say the last guy I was dating because I don't feel like I can count these like one
enough.
step. Um,
Situationships.
more yeah, more seriously. Um, that did come up and it made me feel some type of way. Like I was like, "Oh, I do not like knowing that piece of information.
Mm,
So now I don't think I'd even ask that. But it is something I'd say like, hey, I'm not ever going to do that. So
mhm,
if that's like a dream of yours, I suggest you do it
mhm,
before we ever get serious because it's not going to be with me and it's never going to happen. So I
Telling it,
suggest you
girl.
get it out of your system now, you know?
Hit him back with the if the roles were
Yeah.
reversed.
Yes. That's a good play right there. Okay, we can do it, but
Me, you, and Jason Momoa. Okay.
yes, exactly. Oh God. Yeah. No, don't like that.
I mean, some guys won't care. Some guys will be like, okay,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
let me call up my best friend and we'll come tag team that. Like, you know
But
what I mean?
I'm like, wait, no.
I'm telling you, I'm like, some guys out there, girl, they're like,
Some
all
guys
right,
will, yeah.
let's go.
I think my person is gonna be okay with never having done it or has already done it and is okay with never having it again.
Yeah,
There you go.
mine too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, that was fun. That was fun. I
Yeah,
like
Val, what a great question. And I'm gonna do my research for more. So
Yeah, yeah, let me know about the threesome thing. And listeners, let us know too. Does body count matter to you? Have you asked your partner? Do you refuse to ask your partner? What do you guys think? Let us know.
yes.
DM us. We won't share anything. We'll just talk to you about it because we're
Yeah,
curious.
yeah, we're very
Yes, we like the
We
curious.
data.
we know you girlies have stories.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies, until next time.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.